This video is brought to you by True Tales of Buried Treasure, the largest collection of old treasure magazines in the West. On our website, you can search for individual treasure stories by region, or buy our original magazines themselves. To pay us a visit, please click on the link in the description. Enjoy. In 1862, amidst a swift journey through Nevada, a horse-carrying Pony Bob Haslam of the Pony Express stumbled, causing a chunk of rock to dislodge and catch his attention. This seemingly ordinary event sparked a remarkable discovery when the rock, taken to Virginia City, was identified as rich silver ore. The frenzy that ensued in California dwarfed even the chaos of Georgia's tumult as prospectors stampeded towards the Reese River district, particularly the burgeoning town of Austin, Nevada. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, three men, McLeod, O'Banion, and Breyfogle, found themselves devoid of funds or transportation, but determined to reach Reese River upon hearing the news. The Silver Strike lay some 400 miles to the north, across an unforgiving expanse of mountain and desert, the most formidable in North America. While the established stage route offered a circuitous journey northwest to Sacramento City before veering eastward, a more direct path beckoned, albeit fraught with peril. Unlike the prudent majority who chose the safer stage route, Breyfogle and his companions opted to traverse the desert on foot, laden with provisions, blankets, canteens, and rifles for sustenance and defense. Despite warnings from the hospitable Padres at San Fernando Mission, they pressed onward, braving the Mojave Desert, skirting the Argus Range, and navigating the treacherous Panamint Valley before ascending the daunting Panamint Mountains. Upon reaching the eastern slope of the Panamints, they stumbled upon a primitive Indian trail leading to a rocky reservoir, where they found respite and water for the night. The rugged terrain made finding a suitable resting spot a challenge, but undeterred, they forged ahead, driven by the promise of silver awaiting them in the Nevada wilderness. McLeod and O'Banion shared a makeshift bed by the waterhole, while Breyfogle sought a separate spot about 200 yards away downhill. Their nightly routine involved sleeping fully clothed, only removing their shoes. This seemingly innocuous decision proved crucial for Breyfogle's survival. When he awoke to the sound of commotion in the night, a cacophony of shouts and groans signaling an Indian attack on his sleeping companions. Swiftly, Breyfogle grabbed his shoes and fled barefoot into the darkness, propelled by sheer desperation and a primal will to survive. Only someone possessing an extraordinary level of resilience and fortitude could navigate the jagged terrain and thorny obstacles as he did. Physically and mentally tough, Breyfogle pushed himself to the brink of sanity as fear gripped him. With the first light of dawn, Breyfogle found himself deep within Death Valley, hiding from imagined pursuers before summoning the courage to continue eastward. Despite his bruised and battered feet, he pressed on, driven by the dual forces of thirst and fear. In a stroke of luck, he stumbled upon a small alkali water spring, though the relief it brought was short-lived as it made him violently ill. Yet, he persevered, filling his shoes with water and limping forward, determined never again to sleep near a water source. As he ventured into the foothills of the Funeral Range, exhaustion weighed heavily upon him. He constructed a crude shelter behind a rock wall and rested fitfully. When morning broke, he resorted to drinking the remaining water from his shoes before embarking on the arduous ascent ahead. Halfway up the mountain, a glimmer of hope caught Breyfogle's eye, a verdant patch that hinted at a spring. Despite his dire condition, the allure of fresh water beckoned. However, his progress was halted by a remarkable discovery: veins of soft grayish-white rock infused with visible streaks of gold. Overwhelmed by the sight, Breyfogle collected several choice specimens and pressed on, his thirst momentarily forgotten in the presence of newfound riches. In this desolate terrain, the ore took on a pinkish hue, primarily composed of feldspar, and notably richer in gold than the earlier samples. Discarding his initial findings, Breyfogle gathered a bandana full of the pinkish ore within a matter of minutes. Despite his physical discomfort, he pressed forward towards the beckoning green spot, which turned out to be a low, bushy mesquite tree teeming with green beans. Consuming them voraciously, his hopes for water dashed. He succumbed to exhaustion and delirium. Though his mind faltered, Breyfogle's instinct for survival remained intact as he continued his northward journey, traversing the funeral range and the expansive Amargosa Desert. By some miraculous providence, he stumbled upon Baxter Springs, over 250 miles from his emergence from Death Valley, where clarity returned to him. After replenishing himself with water and foraged sustenance, he resumed his determined march towards the Reese River Silver Strike. Entering Smoky Valley, Breyfogle encountered the first sign of human habitation since the tragic events that befell his companions. A rancher named Wilson, astonished by the sight of barefoot footprints, swiftly caught up to him. Breyfogle's appearance left a lasting impression on Wilson, who described him as a towering, weathered figure, clad in tattered garments and carrying specimens of ore in his shoes. Recognizing the dire condition of the wild man of the desert, Wilson extended his hospitality, providing food and clothing with the assistance of his wife. A few days later, Wilson escorted Breyfogle to Austin, where he introduced him to a mining acquaintance named Jake Gooding. Gooding wasted no time in putting Breyfogle to work in a quartz mill, eager to glean as much information as possible about Breyfogle's mine. The ore samples Breyfogle presented spoke volumes, some boasting nearly half their weight in gold. Despite the scorching season, Gooding, accompanied by several men and well-equipped with horses, mules, water supplies, and provisions, organized an expedition 3 months later. Their journey faced an unexpected hurdle upon reaching the funeral range, where they encountered a hostile party of Panamint Indians, forcing them to retreat to Austin for reinforcements. Meanwhile, authorities in Los Angeles had been informed of the fate of Breyfogle's partners, leading to the discovery of their remains at the site described by the survivor. Undeterred, a second expedition comprising about a dozen men ventured forth during the winter, successfully navigating through the mountains to Death Valley without facing Indian hostilities. Breyfogle guided them to the alkali water spring where he had filled his shoes, and then to the makeshift rock shelter where he had sought refuge after the tragedy. However, when they arrived at the spot where Breyfogle had collapsed from exhaustion near the mesquite tree, uncertainty clouded their quest for gold. Despite Breyfogle's conviction about the location, discord among the party members erupted, with some ridiculing him for leading them astray. Amidst the chaos, doubts plagued the group and their unity disintegrated. Disheartened and divided, the gold hunters reluctantly abandoned their search and returned to Austin, their hopes of striking it rich dashed by the harsh realities of the desert landscape and the complexities of human nature. With Breyfogle's departure, the saga of what seemed like a straightforward journey to the eponymous mine came to an end. Many subsequent prospectors embarked on similar quests, but not all returned to share their experiences of failure. Nonetheless, desert enthusiasts continue their search. George Hearst, renowned mining magnate and father of the infamous publisher, invested in Breyfogle's dream, dispatching prospectors for 2 winters in pursuit of the elusive vein. Despite setbacks, Hearst remained convinced of its existence, as do many others, albeit with differing theories. Some speculate that while Breyfogle awaited favorable weather in Austin before reclaiming his gold, a cloudburst from the Funeral Mountains buried the treasure, hopeful that another deluge might unearth it. Among the myriad tales surrounding Breyfogle, one holds particular credence due to its origins. Donald F. McCarthy, the original narrator, gleaned first-hand information from Jake Gooding, who had extensive interactions with Breyfogle. Gooding had conversed with Wilson, Breyfogle's rescuer, befriended the adventurer, witnessed his golden rocks, and accompanied him on subsequent searches for the lost mine. McCarthy's own expeditions in search of the Breyfogle mine acquainted him with the rugged terrain, lending further weight to his account. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to read the original article or purchase the magazine from which it was taken, please check out our website, truetalesofburiedtreasure.com.